Hello and welcome to the 10th and final video in this video series. So this is the road to 400%. This has been my personal trading journal following my personally built Ranger algorithm that trades the Forex market. Now this journal has been all about a small account balance of just $1,000 and growing that to over $5,000 by the end of 12 months with the combination of compounding and also savings as well. So this is about building wealth and not about high risk irresponsible trading. So in this video series, I've been explaining to people how this algorithm works, what the trades and profits look like, what kind of loss potential as well. And so I want to go over the entire history of this algorithm in a brief summary about what it's done for me over the last 12 months and what we can expect from it in the future. Alright, so here we are on my FX book, and you can see here that the track record is not showing as verified. Some of you have been asking, why is it not verified? It actually is, because you wouldn't be able to view this page if it wasn't verified. So there's a problem going on the back end at my FX book again. Alright, so this account was started back in January 2020, and you can see that it's showing as 51.62% profit with a 10% drawdown. So this has been a really good track record on this account using the Ranger EA version 3. And the version 3 only came out back in September, so you can see that the profits from version 3 really increased 8.68% just in the month of September. So this is the first month of the Ranger version 3. So we also had version 2 and version 1 that have been on this account since January of this year. So really good profit overall. Alright, so the series has been based on this account. So this is a Trader's Way live account, 501 leverage with $1,000 starting out, and this is looking at showing almost a 19% profit overall. 4% profit this week. Also, yeah, 4% profit on this week. This week on the demo account at Trader's Way, but the live account also showing right around 4% with a 109 pips overall for this week, and an Aussie CAD trade that's currently in the market. So this account's been going since July, and this video series has also been going since July of 2020. And I also added an additional $200 to the account in August, and also another $200 in September. So this is a way to grow wealth overall, to help speed up the compounding when it comes to the range of profits of 5 to 10% every single month. So what this looks like on a calculator that I like to kind of show you and give you an idea of what to expect with this. So we're starting with a $1,000 account balance. We are averaging 8% every single month with the Ranger EA over a 10-year period of time, and calculating over 12 months. So the compounding interval is half yearly. The reason why we're doing half yearly is because the algorithm doesn't increase its risk until it makes another $1,000 profit. So that means that it won't increase the risk until it hits a $2,000 balance. That's why we have a half-yearly compound interval to make sure that we're staying conservative. So a $200 deposit every single month works out to be just around $6,000 total wealth growth. So that means $2,400 in additional deposits of $200 every single month for 12 months, and then an interest or profit from the algorithm on average of $2,554. So you're probably wondering, well, the profit from the algorithm is not that much more than the actual deposits every single month. But that's okay. This is a small account balance of just $1,000, and we're still turning this $1,000 into $6,000 over a 12-month period of time. That's a 600% increase in wealth over just 12 months period of time. That is very good when you're considering only making 5 to 10% per month with your trading strategy. The reason why I'm doing this is because most people that are trading out there are trying for huge gains of 100, 200, 300, even 1,000% per month because they only have a small account balance to start with. And they're thinking, well, if I could just grow a small account balance to, say, $10,000 or $20,000 or $30,000, then I could be really wealthy trading. The thing is, that's easier said than done. Most people actually lose in trading because they're trying for more than 10% profit every single month, resulting in inevitable losses, and that happens. Too many traders out there are gambling with their accounts because they want to turn a small account into something large. But the issue with that is losses are inevitable when you're trying for too much profit. So that's why I've come to YouTube to show you guys how to grow a small account with only profiting 5 to 10% a month by combining profits from a strategy or an algorithm and savings as well. a good way to grow wealth. Okay, so going back to the accounts here. So this is the live account. I'm going to show you the trades that I've taken this week, or since my last video update, so the last 2 weeks. So we're going to start with the Aussie CAD, and I'm going to show you how the algorithm works and how it pulls out its profit on a monthly basis, and how I'm able to profit just about every single month. Okay, so since mid-September, since the last video update, we have 3 trades here. So the first one was a loss, so trade 1, trade 2, and trade 3. So the first one started going down. It was a sell trade. We're expecting the market to go down. It didn't. It went down briefly and shot back up. So trade 2 entered, fell back down again. We almost hit profit. Then it jumped back up. Trade 3, and then we closed out for a realized profit of 50 pips at that point, right before it shot back up again. So really quite good. Was able to get that pullback, come out with 50 pips profit, which was a realized profit of $6.63 on this small $1,637 account. Okay, so the bigger basket here. So this is a basket of 8 trades. All right, 8 trades, and you can see the ones. Number 1 was we were expecting for it to go up. So this was a buy trade, expecting to go up on the upside, and it didn't. It fell. So we entered more trades on a grid on the downside. So you can see these red trades here, or these my indicator. By the way, this indicator is pretty awesome. This was given to me by a trader in the Telegram group, the free Telegram group that you can join below this video. It's in the description below this video. With everybody that's using the Ranger algorithm, you can get tips, tricks. You can also see results, and any questions can be answered in that Telegram group. So this indicator was given to me and is really quite helpful, showing you the profits that the Ranger makes after they have closed out. So it's quite awesome. Okay, so the first 3 trades were taken at 0.02 lots on this account size. The second 3 trades were increased, so a low risk martingale of 0.04. So we doubled the risk on that one. And then the next 2 trades, the next 3 trades initially would be at another martingale increase, and this one would be 0.06. So we're not doubling the risk. This is a hybrid martingale risk management, and the bottom orders 7 and 8 were taken at 0.06. And if we had a nice trade, it would have been also 0.06. Okay, so when those trades close out for a realized profit of 50 pips, we're able to come out with more profit in dollar amount because of the increased risk on the bottom orders. So that's why we're able to come out with roughly around 4% profit overall from those trades. Okay, so now we're in a nice trade here on the Aussie CAD. We had a shoot up on the market, and we're looking for sell trade opportunities or short position opportunities, and we had a nice setup here. Trade entry fell. We're currently in about, I think, 20 or so pips profit. Let's see. It looks like about 19 pips profit. And it's only Thursday, so I'm thinking that we will probably fall further and be able to close out this trade before the end of the weekend. So that's my hope. We'll see what happens. Okay, so let's briefly go over the pound Canadian dollar trades since the mid-September. So a basket of 2 trades here, short positions, so we're expecting the market to go down. First trade didn't happen, second trade did. Right after the second trade it fell. We got that nice pullback, closed out for 30 pips profit. Okay, second, this one right here on September 16th. This was a single trade, 0 drawdown, entry right after the inside candle setup here. Fell 30 pips, came out with $4.49 profit. Alright, so the next positions. So these were 2 trades. We were expecting the market to go up on trade 1. Didn't happen, fell down further. Trade 2 happened, and then we had a nice little pullback that happened right after trade 2, resulting in a 30 pips profit overall when both trades closed out. All right, third trade, or the next basket of trades, trade 1, and a lot of people were probably scared on this one because you can see this bullish engulfing candle, and then it shot up, and then it just basically canceled out. It was a fake breakout at that point, and it fell, and we were able to take another position and get that pullback when it happened, that rejection, nice rejection candle for 30 pips total profit. Okay, so this one was a total of 4 trades. You can see the first 2, trade 1 and trade 2, were losses. As you can see, they're in red here. The top 2 were in profit. So these are profitable trades, and once all closed out together, gave us a realized profit of around 20 pips. We had some slippage on this particular trade setup from the broker, and you can see that it closed out for $1.07, just about around $1 profit, which is not a lot. Again, slippage on this particular order, but we were typically able to come out with 30 pips profit on these trades. So sometimes broker slippage will happen. Either for positive, we'll come out with more pips, and sometimes we'll come out with less pips. It just depends on the execution, the market volume, and volatility. Okay, now today's trades were pretty awesome. These we were looking for sell opportunities after this big push down, and we had a nice entry, one trade and two trades, so 2 trades total on this one right before the big push back up. Now you may be wondering, like, oh, you only took 30 pips total profit on this trade setup, and it moved so much more. Why not take advantage of that? The thing is that my strategies have always gone by taking a small piece of a large move. And the reason why I do that is because I want to be sure of my profits. And that's why I look for those big moves, but only taking a small piece to ensure that I'm not over leveraging and that I am not pushing for too much profit on my trades, resulting in losses. All right, so in this particular setup, I'm happy with the 30 pips that I took, and you can see that the Ranger had a really good setup there, and it was right before the market moved up 150 or so pips. All right, so you may be wondering what's in the future for the Ranger algorithm and for this channel. Well, I'm going to be starting a new series for the Ranger algorithm starting in 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks. It'll have a different title, but it will be following this type of method where you'll see the trades that are taken, the losses, the profits, the new versions. I'll be talking about what to expect in the future, adding additional $200 deposit every single month to this account that you're seeing here. So the new series will pick up right where this one left off with the $1,637. But in the next video, you'll see it increase because it's October now, and I'm going to be adding an additional $200 to this account. All right, so what about the Ranger version 3? Now, this just only released in September, but because I'm running a business on the side by allowing people to have access to the Ranger version 3 and other trading tools, I need to make sure that my profits and my long-term goals are very consistent and conservative. And so I will be cutting back my risk, my personal risk on these tracked accounts, on these public tracked accounts by 50%. So for example, the month of September, we had 8.68% profit on that month using the Ranger version 3. Because I'm cutting back my risk down to 50%, that will be roughly around 4.34% profit, which is still very, very good. Very, very good and sustainable as well. You don't have to move your risk back with me if you want, but I'm always going to recommend a more conservative trading setup. So for example, we have an 8% monthly gain average. Still with 4% on the table, we're still going to be looking at $4,590 increase. So that's still a really good increase in wealth over a 12-month period of time, even cutting back the risk down by 50%. Now, you may be wondering why I'm doing that. And the reason why is because if you're looking at the 10-year backtest history that's public, that you can view online, of the Ranger algorithm, and this is on the Aussie CAD pair, you can see that a $1,000 balance right here, $1,000, turning into over 1 million in a 10-year period of time. Now this is a backtest, so it's hypothetical results, but the backtest results were done with a modeling quality of 99.9% through Dukascopy. So I'm using really appropriate data that's showing reliable results when it comes to, basically the best backtest results that you can do when it comes to the data used. All right, so $1 million from a $1,000 balance in 10 years is pretty impressive, but the drawdown is a bit high, and this is okay for most people starting with $1,000 or $2,000 or maybe even up to a $5,000 balance. But for those that are using larger account balances of $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, which, by the way, I have multiple people using $100,000 and $200,000 and upwards of $250,000 with the Ranger algorithm. And these individuals are using the algorithm at 50% less risk. So that means that a potential drawdown that happened back in 2018, March of 2018, which resulted in 55% at this risk level with the algorithm, will be around 27%. So that's a much more manageable risk level when you're dealing with larger account sizes. And so this is what I'm going to be doing in the future. I'm going to be cutting down my risk by 50%. So my drawdown potential will only be 27% on the Aussie CAD. And on the pound Canadian dollar, it will be roughly about the same at about 26% of maximum drawdown. And the monthly average gain will be, instead of 2.9%, it will be roughly 1.5%. And the same thing that goes for the Aussie CAD. Instead of a monthly average of 5.53%, we're going to be looking at a monthly average of roughly around 2.7. Okay, so that is how the what's in store for the Ranger in the future. I hope that you guys can continue to follow along with the Ranger's progress and my progress of growing my small account of $1,637 into hopefully around $5,000 or so by the end of 12 months. With the help of the Ranger, and also adding additional deposit of savings to combine for increased wealth. Okay, thanks so much guys for the support in joining this channel, and hopefully you can give me a like. If you're new to this channel, hopefully you can subscribe. See you on the next one. Bye.